Hi, and welcome to the Step 1 presentation. In this short presentation, we're going to look at the important phases that an endurance athlete needs to be aware of when planning their nutrition. As an endurance athlete doing triathlons, cycling, running or swimming, many of us know it's really important to eat during an event and drink, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. So why do I say that? Well, as I'm sure many of you know, the majority of an iceberg is invisible and under the water, around 80%. And as you can see from this slide, the performance and results that you get on the day of your race are the above the water bit and determined by what you do the rest of the time. So that's the below the water bit. So above the water, what the world sees is you competing on race day, and you'll probably be eating something during your event. But the rest of the time, what the world doesn't see is the time that you spend on all the below the water activities. So that's having a clear vision and goals about what you want to achieve, having a training plan and nutrition plan to support getting to your vision and goals, doing your strength and conditioning work to build muscle and power, having a lifestyle that supports being able to fit in all of your training, having the right attitude, being motivated, having a strong mindset, learning from your experience, and putting in enough time to rest and recover. The rest of the world doesn't see all of that. If you look, nutrition is above and below that line. So get that right, and it's going to make a real difference to your training and to your race day results. If you're serious about optimizing your body composition and maximizing your overall performance and recovery, then you need to be aware there are three main phases that you need to be considering outside of just the nutrition plan for your race. The three important phases you need to plan for are what to eat before your race, what to eat during your race, and what to eat immediately after the race. And by planning your nutrition in all three of these phases, along with working on the other areas under the waterline, then you will have the best chance of beating your personal best and minimising your risk of injury. So let's take them one at a time. The first phase is the before phase, and there are two parts to the before phase that you need to consider. Firstly, your ongoing eating habits, and secondly, what you eat in the 2 to 4 hours leading up to your race. What you eat and when you eat during training has a huge impact on your body composition and then your training and event results. So if you're lean and light, you'll get better results than if you're carrying more body fat and you're heavier. On a daily basis, you need to make sure that your eating and drinking habits support your performance goals and what you're asking your body to do. You can't out-exercise a bad diet, and many of us think that we eat a far healthier diet than we actually do. And then in the week before your event, when you're tapering, so that's taking down the volume of training that you're doing, you will need to make some minor modifications to what you eat. And then the second part of the before phase is what you eat in the 2 to 4 hours before your event. So on the actual day of your event, you need to plan what you're going to eat in those 2 to 4 hours preceding the race. What you eat and drink then is really important to make sure you top up your glycogen stores, so that's your muscle energy stores, that you hydrate to preserve your blood volume, so you need lots of blood circulating around to carry the oxygen to help your muscles work. And eating the right things 2 to 4 hours before will also make sure that you preserve healthy, lean muscle mass, which is really, really important. Although what to eat before an event isn't the focus of this course, I am, as a special bonus in Step 4, be teaching you how to plan what to eat during this time so you can put together a pre-race nutrition plan. The second phase is the during phase, and what you eat, when you eat it, and how much you eat, as well as how much you drink during your training and racing, can make a real big difference to your performance. As this phase is the focus of this course, I'm not going to say much more about it at this stage, as we'll be going into it in an awful lot more detail. However, as an overview, the reasons for eating and drinking during an event are to provide immediate fuel for your muscles and to maintain glycogen levels and boost performance, and stay hydrated to help with that blood volume again, and to preserve your muscles. So similar things to the before phase of an event. And then finally, the third phase is the after phase. So what you eat after training and racing will make a real difference to helping you recover faster, to rehydrate, to refill your depleted glycogen stores in your muscles, and to repair muscle damage to help you improve your future performance. And timing is really key. So when you eat your food after an event, that timing is really key to ensure that you recover faster and minimise your risk of injury. So you now know that to optimise your performance, you need to be looking at more than just what you eat during your next event. You also need to consider what you eat before and what you eat after. In surveys I've done with other endurance athletes, the most frequently asked question is, what shall I eat during my event? Well, the good news is that by working through this course, you will know the answer to that question and be able to put together your very own personalised nutrition plan for your next event.